The South African under-20 national team has reached their second final in 28 years in terms of that under-20 Africa Cup of Nations. This after securing a narrow 1-0 victory over rivals Nigeria in the semi-finals. Amajita have of course played at 7 under-20 AFCON tournaments and featured in their 5th semi-final on Thursday. The South African under-20s have never won the tournament but only finished as runners-up back in 1997. However, they have another opportunity to go again at it. Joining us now to talk about this, and perhaps if we have enough time, we'll speak to what's happening in the local football scene in South Africa. We know a lot of things happening out in the Betway Premiership as well as the Motsepe Foundation Championship, where Durban City could be seen being docked points. Velile, a very, very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us on Sports on Morning Live.
Morning, V, and also to the viewers at home.
I want to start our conversation, Velile, and speak about how we've had a 28-year wait to see Amajita in the final of the AFCON Under-20. And the most interesting thing about this is it's literally a rematch of the final that they played in 1997, going up against Morocco once again.
Yeah, V, actually, I've spent the past few days speaking to some members of our team in 1997 who played in that game. Someone like a former Tata Bushbucks midfielder, Mzulane Mgwigwi, was part of that game, and he was sharing a very interesting story on how a performance or even a team qualifying for the Under-20 World Cup or even just to play in the final in this tournament is more like a launching pad for a top Bafana team, and referring to how that team went on to play in the Olympics in Sydney in 2000, and most of their members also were future Bafana leaders: Benny McCarthy, Quentin Fortune, you count Stanton Fredericks, you look at a number of players from that team who went on to be very important members. Aaron Mokoena was also there at a later stage. So I think this is what we are also anticipating with these boys in this team, that it's beyond just today. It's beyond just the Under-20 AFCON and the Under-20 World Cup. But these are boys, when we talk about 2030 at the World Cup, playing 2030 World Cup, returning to Africa, Morocco co-hosting with Spain and Portugal. These are the boys who will be representing our team there.
And these are the boys that will be representing South Africa. I want to speak about some of the players that have caught your attention, Velile, when you look at this under-20 side. A lot of people speaking about the likes of Khumudzo Madiba from, of course, Farouk Khan's Academy, Stars of Africa. And we've seen a number of players coming through from Stars of Africa. But also we need to speak about South Africa's goalkeeper. He's been absolutely amazing to watch in this tournament, Fletcher. There'll be a lot of pressure on those kind of players today. Speak to me about who has caught your eye throughout this tournament.
Sure. It's difficult to single out just one player, because someone like, Khumudzo Madiba, in fact, is just only came in for one game. But there are players who've been excelling in this team. As you mentioned, Fletcher, 3 clean sheets out of 6 matches that he's played in this tournament. And you don't just look at those clean sheets, you look at the super saves, the saves he's made to keep the team in the game, and at a later stage we still the game. A match in question that I can think of is a match between against DRC. You can count a number of matches where he really kept us in the game, and that's what those super saves contributed to. At the back, Tylon Smith, 2 Man of the Match awards in this tournament. One of the players who's been singled out by RC Genk in Belgium. Neo Rapu, the captain, another excellent left back, left side midfielder from SuperSport United. He's been excelling. He's watched by a number of teams also in Europe. Next to Tylon, there's also Sifiwe Nkwali. He's had a dispute with Cape Town Spurs the whole season. Last played a competitive game in November last year. But you look at the boy now, He's also been excelling, Man of the Match award also in this competition at some stage. And I know that he's the Stellenbosch FC bound, but already they are even offered for him from Europe as well. At right back, a young Sfiso Timber from Kaizer Chiefs, another boy who's been doing well throughout this competition. In the heart of the midfield, there's an excellent Khomolimo Mokekana from Mamelodi Sundowns, a future top star in that Mamelodi Sundowns team. So there's just a number of players.
You're going to literally mention all the players. I can hear you. And I mean,
Jody Ashin, all of them.
They all honestly have been amazing. Yes, they have all been amazing, and they've been such a thrill to watch. Give me your prediction in terms of how you see it faring out this evening.
We are up against a very strong, tough, and excelling team, technically and tactically, when it comes to this Moroccan team. Unbeaten in the competition, the only team that is unbeaten in the competition. They've been really a tough team to beat. But I think one thing I can assure you that this game was going to produce the best of African football in terms of the display that we can look forward to. We can look at our boys expressing themselves fully in this game. It's going to be a very tight game. I don't have an outright score, but what I can tell you is that we've never struggled against the Moroccan teams, and no matter how this one goes, but I see us winning it.
All right, I absolutely love that. Thank you so much for talking to us this morning. That is Velile Mnyandu, SABC Senior Sports journalist. He is, of course, currently out in Egypt. He has been following this AFCON Under-20 tournament. You can catch that final live on SABC2 this evening. The build-up starts at 7:30. It is South Africa that go up against Morocco once again.